today we're going to be comparing specs-wise between the Canon 7D Mark II, the 80D, and the little bit older 6D. I'm giving away a $25 Amazon gift card. All you have to do to enter is 1, like this video, 2, subscribe to this channel if you're not already, 3, click the little bell icon and turn on post notifications for this channel, and 4, leave a comment down below telling me what you would do with those 25 bucks. This question comes from Jason, who says, "Hey man, I'm deciding between the 6D, 80D, and 7D Mark II, although most will be going for the 80D. Definitely the 80D is the most general purpose if you want to do the most amount of diverse stuff, and it's pretty low on the price range." He goes on to say, "I'll mostly be doing photography and sometimes videography. Would you still recommend the 80D?" And he even goes on to say how they really stress the videography of the Canon 80D in most reviews, which I must say, this is a fantastic video camera. But we're going to be checking out, is it as good of a photography camera as a video camera? Alright, so first off, plain and simple, is the Canon 80D a good photography camera, even though really a majority of the reviews only talk about video? The simple answer is yes, it's a great photography camera. So I've actually been shooting with the 7D Mark II for over a year now. So sensor-wise, the Canon 7D Mark II has a 20.2 megapixel APS-C size sensor, whereas the Canon 80D has a 24 megapixel APS-C size sensor. I had to look it up on the 6D. It also has a 20.2 megapixel sensor like the 7D, except it's a full frame sensor, which there are definitely a lot of benefits that come with having a full frame sensor, like better low light performance. You can fully use all of the Canon L series lenses because those are all made to work with full frame cameras. The only thing with the 6D, it is a little dated. It came out in December of 2012. On the right side, you can actually still find some 6Ds under $1,000, which is very comparable to the 80D that we have right here. Last thing before we compare these two cameras photo-wise, I should mention that the Canon 6D Mark II is rumored to be coming out sometime this year. This probably doesn't really apply so much for Jason because he's already leaning towards the Canon 80D and then maybe saving up for a couple of nice lenses. But it looks like the 6D Mark II will have a 24 or 25 megapixel sensor, dual pixel autofocus, which is what the 80D has. Fantastic, super fast. They say here a tilting touchscreen, which would actually be revolutionary for their Pro series of lenses. Their Pro lenses are the ones that only have a single digit number and then a D or something. So the 7D and 80D have 2 digits. They're kind of for the enthusiast photographer, and the 6D, 7D, 5D, 1DX, those are all for like more professional high-end photography. So the reason why I say the tilting touchscreen will be revolutionary is because the 7D and the 80D have always had these nice rotating touch screens where you can just touch to focus, and you can like vlog with it or get down low. That's always nice. And all of the professional cameras have had a built-in screen here. So you can't move the screen whatsoever. If you're getting down low, you have to adjust, which is difficult if it's bright out. The 7D Mark II does not have a touchscreen. The 5D Mark IV does. We'll talk about that in just a second. They say here that the Canon 6D Mark II will do 1080-60, which is very reasonable, except no 4K video, which I'd like to do a video just talking about why 4K is so controversial in like DSLR cameras, because there's a lot to talk about just in that. But they're saying here 6D Mark II will probably not do 4K. I probably believe them. So finally, we're going to do a couple of test shots between the 7D Mark II and the 80D, see if you can get any more like pixel information out of those extra 4 megapixels. First off, we have a photo taken with the 7D Mark II at ISO 100. If we punch into 100%, you can see there's quite a bit of nice detail all around there. It's very sharp. Now this photo is taken with the same environment with the 80D. If we punch into 100%, still nice amount of detail. Now I changed the lighting in the studio here, so we're at ISO 1000. 7D Mark II is showing a little bit of grain, definitely in the shadows. And the 80D does show some similar grain, except it does overall look a little bit sharper. If we compare these two side by side at ISO of 1000, it's definitely sharper on the 80D than the 7D Mark II, just because you have those 4 extra megapixels. One thing they failed to mention earlier in the video is that the 7D Mark II can do 10 frames per second in continuous shooting mode, whereas the 80D can only do 7. So the 7D Mark II is definitely more specialized for like sports and wildlife, whereas the 80D is really for general all-purpose use. No matter what you're doing, you can always get great results with the 80D. Thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to keep it pro.